Is that folk music that you play there? What is that? How do you call that folk music?
I think it was Studs Terkel who asked Big Bill Brunzi, did he consider his blues music to be folk music? And Big Bill says, well, never heard no horse.
Don't hesitate. It could be your ticket to a new tomorrow.
1, 2, 3. The world is down on her knees. She's right outside that door, begging somebody please. What if it turned out to be true that the only one who could save this world was you? And furthermore, that every time that you help somebody else, the one you end up helping the most is actually yourself. 'Cause it's like love, it's like laughter. You can't measure these things, you just dream every dream and you grow really big wings. 'Cause there's no getting out. Where are you gonna go? This is the only world you and I are ever gonna know. So why not make it someplace we actually want to live? Make a living from what we get, make a life from what we give. And the world is down on her knees. She's right outside that door, begging somebody please. Bust a move, make a stand. There's so much to do. What the world needs now is someone like you. I know it's a hard world to stay awake and alert. So much pain, there's so much fear, there's so much darkness, so much hurt. Please stay strong, stay alive, and stay real. Build a castle from your friends. Tell people how you feel. Your emotion, it's like fuel, baby. It's just like gasoline. You could use that to drive an awesome world-changing machine. But that same emotion, you keep it locked down inside, and that gasoline is gonna burn you alive. And that's the cutting, the huffing, the drinking, the dope. That's what people do when we feel like there's no hope. But it's a big, fat lie that you and I've been told, that there's nothing we can do. This whole deal's remote controlled. When the world is down on her knees. She's right outside that door, begging somebody please. Bust a move, make a stand, come on. There's so much to do. What the world needs now is someone like you. Listen, kindness is so simple, but it's so seldom heard. We got kids dying in our schools for one encouraging word. There's a reason, there's a power, there's a gift to being kind. What if someone had just been really nice to those 2 kids from Columbine? 'Cause the kids that don't fit in, they're gonna save the day. What we need right about now is people who could think some different way. And the kid who finally cracks the code and hands us all the cure for cancer is gonna have the mind of a freak. That's how they'll find the answer. It's Monish Yahoo, Amelia Earhart, Dr. King, Van Gogh, Anita Franco, Einstein, Edison, and Michelangelo. Yo, so what if it turned out to be true? The only one who could save this world was you. 'Cause there's no getting out, 'cause there's nowhere to go. This is the only world that you and I are ever gonna know. And the world is down on her knees. She's right outside that door, begging somebody please. example of what somebody had in mind when they named our species human kind. Bust a move, make a stand, come on, there's so much to do. What the world needs now is someone, 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 someone like you. Someone, 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 someone like you. Come on, Peter. Someone, 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 someone like you. Someone, 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 someone. Someone like you.
All right, all
Peter
right.
Lister, Diane Perry.
The Kathy Moser Trio on Horses Sing None of It. My name
Yay.
is Ralph Litwin. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having us back. I think you've had me and you've had him, but you've never had the three of us together.
That's correct.
Banner night.
Well, it's good to have you back. How have you been? What have you been doing?
I have been, well, let's see. I stopped teaching guitar, and I made this vow, which was to never be the best musician in the room. And I completely accomplished that by playing with Peter and Diane. So we've been working together for about a little bit more than a year. We just had our first year anniversary, and working on a lot of harmonies. These guys have a lot of great arrangement ideas, a lot of good suggestions, taking it to the next level. Hoping to add a percussion player, sorry, not a bass player. Hoping to add a percussion player or drummer soon, maybe cajon player. We'll see, that's the next piece of it. Hopefully we won't get thrown out of the folk venues for showing up with a drummer.
Good. What else would you like to play?
I think we could do this song Coming Back for You. Can I tell you a little bit about it?
Yes, oh please.
So I got to go to the Rocky Mountain Song School, and we did this great assignment, which was write about a moment in your life that was really important, where things changed from one minute to the next. So I wrote about the night my parents got separated when I was 10. And write about it in a lot of detail, and then you sat down with someone else, and you told them your story, and they told you their story, and then you wrote their story. So it like kind of got you out of yourself. And so this is not my story, but it's my song, and this guy Steve told me that he grew up in a pretty hard house, a difficult family to grow up in. He was walking home one day when he was 12, and he saw the house across the field, and he just thought, I cannot go home to that house with my heart. And he felt like he literally physically took his heart out of his body and put it in the dirt in order to be able to go home. And he said that he made himself a promise that day. He said to his heart, he said, if life ever makes sense, I'm coming back for you. The song's called Coming Back for You. 1, 2, 3, 4. He was 12 years old and a mile from home when something stopped him in his tracks. He couldn't go on and he couldn't stay there, and he couldn't go back. He couldn't walk the plank to that white front door, dying for a place called home. The youngest of 5, he lived in a house where everybody lived alone. And it was late October, late afternoon. The fields were dry and brown. There was nobody else, so he said to himself as he knelt down on the ground, if I ever make sense of this life I'm living, I know what I'm gonna do. And then he buried his heart in the cold, dry dirt. He broke himself in two. Sometimes to survive, just to stay alive, this is what what we have to do. No matter what it takes, no matter where I go, I swear, I'm coming back for you. And when he turned 24, he was locked up again, and something stopped him in his tracks. He couldn't go on, and he couldn't stay there, and he couldn't go back. The walls of his cell were the walls of his mind, were the walls of his life from the start. And he fell to his knees, he was begging to be free when he heard his voice from his heart. Sometimes to survive, just to stay alive, this is what we have to do. No matter what it takes, no matter where you go, I swear, I'm coming back for you. And he was broken, open, inside, in silence, broken, open. See the mirror, growing clearer. Now I'm here at 50 years, something stopped me in my tracks. I can't go on and I can't stay here. I have to go back. 'Cause I see these boys, they are down on their knees, they are burying their hearts in the dirt. And I kneel right down, I pull them in, I say, son, I know how that hurts. Sometimes to survive, just to stay alive, this is what we have to do. But we can heal ourselves when we help someone else. That's why I'm coming back for you. Coming back for you. Coming back for you. Coming back for you.
All right. Those are two really powerful songs, Kathy.
Yeah, you know, it's a funny thing about songwriting is, I swear to you, Ralph, it was like a year, at least, maybe 2 years, till I started to see the parallels in that song in my own life. And I was like, wait a minute, I thought I wrote that about Steve, actually. I thought, yeah, still times about that I'm coming back for myself, you know, back to that 12-year-old self.
What else you got planned for us?
Let's see. I'm just going to tune briefly, forgive me. So I thought we'd do a song about waiting. I wrote this song. My mom is a breast cancer survivor, and to anyone who's ever been through illness in their family, there's just so much waiting involved in illness. And I just sort of figured out right away that there's like a lot of different ways a person could wait. For example, you could wait with dread and anxiety, and you could also wait with faith. I personally tend to like careen wildly between them. You know, one of my favorite quotes is a friend of mine said, he says, I have a deep and abiding faith that comes and goes. And I guess this song is kind of about that that waiting process. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1. I've been waiting any day. What I'm waiting for, I don't know. I cannot say, but I have known hunger, I've known cold, but my heart is strong, and my soul is old. And I can't wait. Yes, I can wait. And I've been waiting, walking down this road. Sometimes the weight is a heavy load, but I walk by faith. I don't walk by sight. The road is long, but it's growing light. There's a voice that's not my own, and it's calling, calling me home, calling. Song I cannot hear, but I can wait, it's drawing near. I've been waiting for love to come. I pray that when it does that, I will not run. I am searching for heart and home. I am by myself. I am not alone. There's a voice that's not my own, and it's calling, calling me home. Song I cannot hear, but I can wait, I can wait, I can wait, I can wait, I can wait. It's drawing near. I can wait, yes, I can wait. I can wait, yes, I can wait. I think we're going to need an extra song, so we'll do Moses.
All right, it's a string of hits.
That's right.
We should tell folks how they can find out more information about your recordings and your appearances.
Okay, cool. You could go to my website.
Woohoo!
Yeah, KathyMoser.com.
It's a great place to visit.
But it's a bad place to live because it's really little. It's on the web. But all my stuff's available on iTunes, and I have a recent record-ish. It's out. It's called "Someone Like You," with that title song of the first song we did, and I think most of the stuff we did today is on that record. Am I lying?
Waiting is
Yeah, I
definitely
Can Wait. It's
not.
not on that record. Yeah,
It's
but
on the next one.
no, it's on the last one. We just met, sorry. And can we just say briefly about Peter? Because Peter's like an amazing, multi-talented musician, and he's got a bunch of different projects. Do you want to speak briefly about them? One of which has a new record out.
Yeah, my folk trio, Milkweed, just released a new CD, and you can check them out at milkweedtheband.com.
Not the plant. That's different.
That is totally different, but we love the plant as well, and so do monarch butterflies. Plant milkweed, save the butterflies.
And your other band?
Well, I'm in quite a few other bands.
It's like the mayor of Sussex County.
The All Trio was here before. You can find them on Facebook, and my bluegrass band, the Hawk Owls, can be found at thehawkowls.com.
And then he's got a band with his brothers, and what is that called?
We call it Twisted Lister.
He's the funny one in the band, as well as the talented one.
You can also check out all my projects at petelister.com.
Woo!
Thanks.
He's the funny one. I'm the funny looking one.
No, that's not true. You're the brilliant playing one.
What's next?
Well, I thought I'd put this song that I met Diane on. And so we were at this conference like a year and change ago. And do you want to tell them what happens?
Sure. I'm walking around this music conference waiting to accompany a singer-songwriter, another terrific singer-songwriter, Christine DeLeon, on a tune that she's going to do in a showcase. And I'm waiting outside the door with my violin. And I hear this woman singing this incredible song that's really speaking to me about Moses and about taking steps. And I'm thinking, yes, I took the step to come to this conference. And I was just really grooving on it. And then all of a sudden, in the middle of the song, in the point where she's going to do an instrumental, break, she looks at me and standing there in the doorway. She says, I have no idea who that woman is standing there holding a violin, but would you like to take a solo? And I said, yes. And I did. And that's how we met.
And then halfway through the solo, when I heard how brilliant she was, I was like, please tell me you live on the East Coast. And she does. So this song is about Moses. And I just like to say that I thought growing up that Moses, when he parted the Red Sea, was dry. But actually, when I went and read some of the more earlier readings about it, he was actually up to his neck in the water when the water finally parted. So this is a song about everyone who puts their heart into their work and walks into the water waiting for it to part. 1, 2, 3, 4. Came to the water. Moses, he stepped right in. The water was rising. Moses kept going. He said, neither shall I sink nor shall I swim. Because faith, that's when you're moving. You've left everything you've ever known. 'Cause God mostly talks to people in the desert who are down on their knees alone. Every ocean opens when we walk into the water of our fear. There's magic in motion. It's the steps we take that make the path appear. Yes, it's the steps we take that make the path appear. And we find ourselves on the edge of the sea inside our hearts. It's sacred ground when we're lost and found. Step right in, I swear, the water parts between the desert and the sea. We stand between our fear and our destiny. So remember mighty Moses heading for the promised land. He would not be stopped by water after 40 years of sands. So you could sink or swim, stay out, jump in. It's entirely up to you. I believe that God helps those who help themselves, 'cause that's the way that we learn to help somebody else. And every ocean opens when we walk into the water of our fear. There's magic, magic in motion. It's the steps we take that make the path appear. Yes, it's the steps we take that make the path appear. Yes, it's the steps we take that make the path appear. That's why when Moses came to the water, Moses, he stepped right in. The water was rising. Moses kept going. He said, neither shall I sink nor shall I swim. Because faith, ha! That's when you're moving. You've left everything you've ever known. God mostly talks to people in the desert who are